Hi all. Today we are going to discuss data grouping and custom territories in Tableau. So basically, as we had studied sets, grouping is somewhat similar to sets, but there are some minor differences. We'll cover them as well. But as of now, the basic definition of grouping, if we say, in grouping, basically we group together multiple members within the same dimension in a data set, and we create sub categories for those particular dimensions. So if you talk about grouping, it is only applicable on the dimensions of the dataset, that is the discrete variables. It is not applicable on continuous variable, that is the measures. So over here, if you see, this is the map of the 49 states of US, and we have grouped it basically broadly into some 8 categories, and we are showing the combined sales of each of the categories. For each of the group, we have created 8 groups out of the 49 states of US, and for corresponding to each group we are showing you the total sales. So if you are a business manager and you have allotted a particular group of states to individuals, so if you have to track the total amount of sales they are giving, you can basically group all the states under a particular employee together. So you will have a group of states, and then you can track the sales contributed by each group of the states. Now, if we go on the basic difference between the sets and groups, so in a group, we group together multiple members of a single dimension, that is of the same dimension. Whereas in case of set, we group together members from different dimensions. Means in group, you can group together members of only one single dimension, but in case of set, you can group members from more than one dimension. You can have a group of dimensions, and from that you can fetch a set of values. So basically, sets are just a complex form of groups, or you can say that they are dynamic form of groups. So without much ado, let's directly move to our Tableau workbook. So if you see over here, I have tried to plot the relationship between subcategory of products and the sales, their contribution. So each subcategory's contribution in total sales is shown over here in the last 4 years. Now I have grouped them. I have grouped the subcategories whose name starts from A to C. They have been grouped together in ABC products, and the subcategories with name ranging from starting from E to M, they have been grouped together as E to M products. So over here, I have created these two groups, and apart from that, these are the other ones. So now, since I have grouped them together, so I can easily show them on my graph with a unique color. So if a user wants to see them together, they can easily group the products together. One thing is that, and another, you can also create custom territories using grouping. So first of all, we'll study how to create groups of the data points, and then we'll see how to create custom territories. So for that, first let me remove this visualization over here, and let us plot the relationship between subcategory of products over here and say profit contributed by them. So this is the relationship between subcategory of products and profit. Now, if I would like to convert them to a bubble chart, it looks something like there are three products which are giving me negative value, so they are not visible over here. So over here from the bubble chart, I can understand that the maximum profit is has been contributed by subcategory products like copier, accessories, phones, and the minimum ones has been these small ones like fasteners and machines. They are giving me the minimum profit. Now I would like to group all of them together. So how I'll do that? First of all, there are two methods of creating group. One is going in the worksheet and creating, one is right clicking on the particular product and creating group. So right now, since these are subcategories, so I can go to the subcategory field over here and go to create groups. Okay, in create, I'll go and say that I want to create a group. And one method is I can directly select the subcategories over here which I want to group together. So first of all, we'll see how to do it from the chart itself. So I'll select copies first, and now I'll just press the left button of my mouse, and I'll select all four of them. So they have got highlighted. Now over here, if I see, I get this option. Okay, So I can click on this. This is group members. So I'm creating them in a group. So this appliances, binders, these four have been categorized into one group. Now I would like to categorize these three into one group. So I'll select these three. Similarly, like using the mouse left button, I have selected these three. Okay, they got highlighted. Now I'm going to create another group over here, and I have grouped them together: art, accessories, and storage. So right now there are basically two groups over here, and this is the others. So basically, the entire subcategory of products with profits have been representing profits have been divided into three groups. Two are the ones which I have created, and then this is the third one. Now, whenever we create a group, by default, a name is assigned to the group. So right now, the name assigned to this group is subcategory group 2. Since I had created two groups before, so by default, it's created as subcategory group 2 now. Had I created it first time, it would have been something like subcategory group. Since I have created it previously also, so right now it's coming as subcategory group. So I'll go over here. I'll click on the down arrow over here, and I'll go to edit group. So over here, I'll see that two groups which I had created are here, and this is the group which has all the other subgroup elements. Now, if I would like to change the name of this group, I can right click and rename it to something. Since it is accessories, art, and storage, I can name it to something as AAS. And since it's applicants, binders, chairs, and one more, I would right click. I would name it something like ABC, something like, okay. So these are two groups, and this then this third group has all the other things. Now there are multiple operations which I can perform in this group window. Now, if I would like to move any of these subcategory into any of these groups, I'll simply select this value. I have selected envelopes. I'll go to add to, and it's asking me where do you want to add it. So I would say that I would like to add it in subgroup ABC. I would like to add it in the group ABC. So it has added it in ABC. Now you can see that in ABC I have got envelopes. Similarly, if I want to move this subcategory bookcases into some other group, how can I do that? I'll select that, and then I'll get the option of all the groups available to me. Now I would like to add it into AAS group. So I've done that. Now it has moved to AAS group. So in this way, I can create groups using the data points available to me on the graph, and then I can edit the group and add any other element if I would like to add in the group. And if I would like to remove this from the group, I can simply select accessories, and I can say that I would like to move it into the general bucket, that is the others. So it will be moved out of my AAS group. The accessories will be moved out of my AAS group, and it will move to the common pool. So it's been done. So in this way, you can create groups using visualization, add elements in it, remove elements from it. Now I'll apply, and I'll say okay. So these were the three groups we had created. Now this was one way of creating group. Another way is we can directly create a group from here. Sorry, we can directly create a group from the dimension where you on which you want to create the group. So I'll just click on the drop down, and I'll be able to create a group. But before that, let me remove this visualization. So I'll clear this out. Now I'll be willing to create a set of, like, I would like to create a group of the elements available in subcategory. So in the subcategory, I'll go to the drop down. I'll go to create, and then I would say that I would like to create a group. So in this group, I am going to give this group a name as subcategory. Then I'm saying GRPS, that is groups. So over here, I can select multiple elements. I can select multiple subcategories, and I can combine them and form a group. So for doing that, when you select one element, press Control key and then select the other elements. So I have selected accessories. I have pressed the Control key. Now I'm going to select the other elements. So I have selected all the elements subcategory of products whose name starts from A to C. So all of these, I would like to create a group out of these, and so this is a group created, and it's by default named by all the elements which have been added to it. So I would like to rename it to as a group named ABC products. So this group of the subcategory will have all the products, all the elements whose name ranges from whose name starts from A to C. Similarly, I would like to create another group. Now, you see over here, if I select over here, I can even ungroup. If I would like to remove all the elements out of this, I can do that as well. Simply select this and press ungroup, all the elements will move out of this.